Section 6.4. Revisiting the cycle of designing functions with Copilot. In Chapter 3, we gave you an early version of how to design functions in Figure 3.3. At that point, we didn't know as much about examining our code, which we learned in Chapters 4 and 5, or as much about how to test our code as we do now. As such, let's create a new version of this cycle, Figure 6.1, to reflect our new understanding.
Figure 6.1. The function design cycle with Copilot, augmented to include more about testing.
The figure is a bit more complex than before, but if we examine it closely, we can see much of the original process is retained. The things that have been added or changed include the following. When we write the prompt, we may include doc tests as part of that initial prompt to help Copilot in generating the code. Having made our way through Chapters 4 and 5, we're in good shape to read the code to see whether it behaves properly. So we now have an additional step to address what happens when the initial code from Copilot looks wrong. If that occurs, we'll use Control-Enter to explore the Copilot suggestions to hopefully find a solution. If we can find such a solution, we'll select it and move forward. If we can't, we'll need to revise our prompt to help Copilot generate improved suggestions. After finding code that looks like it could be correct, we'll run doc tests to see whether the code passes the doc tests we included in the prompt. If we didn't include any, it will pass automatically. If doc test passes, then we can continue adding tests and checking them until we're happy that the code is functioning properly. If doc test fails, we'll need to figure out how to modify the prompt to address the failed tests. Once the prompt is modified, it will hopefully help Copilot generate new code that may be capable of passing the tests that we've provided. With this new workflow, we're in a much better position not only to determine whether our code is working properly, but also to fix the code if it isn't already working. In the next chapters, we'll give ourselves even more tools to help when the code isn't working properly. But for now, let's put this all together by solving a new problem and testing the Copilot solutions using the workflow we described here.